Question 7 for the solving problems. There's two ways to solve. If you have fraction equals fraction, you can cross multiply. So in this problem, we're going to cross multiply. The first thing that you should do is protect all of your numerators and denominators that have addition or subtraction in them with parentheses. So when we cross multiply, we've got -2 times the quantity x plus 1, and then the quantity x minus 1 times the quantity x minus 8. Distribute and double distribute. And we need to combine like terms. Okay, anytime that we have x squared and x on the same side, or in the same problem, we need to get everything to the same side, get one side equal to 0 so that we can factor and solve. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides and add 2 to both sides. So I've got 0 equals x squared minus 7x plus 10. Now we need to factor. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to give us 10 and add up to -7. If you need to do blanks to figure this out, that's totally fine. So for 10, we can do 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is positive 10, but 2 plus 5 would be positive 7. So it needs to be -2 and -5. X minus 2 and x minus 5. This means our solutions are positive 2 and positive 5. Now we need to check these solutions. It says make sure to check your answers for extraneous solutions. Check these because we need to make sure that these answers do not create a 0 in either of the original denominators. So would 2 make either of those denominators equal 0? 2 minus 1 is not 0. 2 plus 1, not 0. If we tried 5, 5 minus 1, not 0. 5 plus 1, not 0. So our answers are fine. X equals 2 and x equals 5. Question number 8. If you wanted to, you could combine the left side kind of like we did with the addition problems to get just one fraction and then cross multiply. The problem with doing that is that there's a lot of room for error. Instead, what I like to do, first of all, is spread this problem out. So this is x plus 1 over x plus 6, and I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses around things, plus 1 over x equals 2x plus 1 times x plus 6. Okay, now what denominators do we see? We see x plus 6, that one happens twice, and we see x. I'm going to multiply the tops of everything. I'm multiplying every single term by those denominators. So I'm going to multiply everything times x and x plus 6. I should probably do this in a different color, actually. X plus 6, x plus 6, x plus 6. By multiplying everything by the same thing, by multiplying all three terms by x times x plus 6, you've created the same equation. It's kind of like if I've got x plus 2 equals 5, our answer here is 3. If I multiply everything times 2, I have 2x plus 4 equals 10. My answer is still 3. 2 times 3 plus 4 is 10. So you're just multiplying every single thing by that same term. All right, now what happens? This kills the fractions. X plus 6 cancels. We're left with x times x plus 1. In the next one, the x cancels, and we're left with x plus 6. X plus 6 cancels. We're left with x times 2x plus 1. Now, distribute, combine like terms. So we've got x squared plus 1x plus x plus 6 equals 2x squared plus 1x. Okay, we've got x squared and x, so we need to get 0 on one side. You want to keep x squared positive, so I am going to subtract x squared on both sides, subtract 2x on both sides, and subtract 6 on both sides. Then we need to factor and solve. Two numbers that multiply to give us -6, that's probably 2 and 3. We need to add up to -1, so the bigger number needs to be negative. And that would make our solutions -2 and +3. Check these solutions back in your original denominator. -2 plus 6, not 0. -2, not 0. So we're good for -2. Check 3. 3 plus 6 is not 0. 3 is not 0. So we're good. Both of our answers work. So -2 and +3 both work. Which of the following are extraneous solutions, if any, for the equation? Did either of our answers not work? Both of our answers worked, so there are no extraneous solutions. Don't just assume that by sticking that part on the problem that there is an extraneous solution. We may be checking to see that you realize that there are not extraneous solutions. It's also going to help you remember to check for extraneous solutions. And that is it.